Hi everyone, it's Tracy with Lefty Crochet, and I am here to do Lefty Beginner Crochet 101, how to do a single crochet. So, real simple items that you need is a hook and some yarn. I have an I-9, also known as a 5.5 millimeter, and a 4 worsted weight yarn. Any 4 worsted weight. If you want to use acrylic, just so it gives you a good stretchy quality, but still holds retention real good, that's fine. Tonight I want you to be able to see these stitches, so I'm using a cotton thread. And what we're going to do, remember, leave a good tail, and you're going to make your slip knot. Get up almost to your hook. Get your tension on your thread or your yarn. Put your fingers right there by the knot, and we're going to chain. And I'm just going to walk you through a couple of chains. We're going to do a let's do 20. So you're going to yarn over, pull through your loop. There's 1. Yarn over, pull through. 2. Yarn over, pull through. 3. Move your fingers up when you need to. Yarn over, pull through. 4. Yarn over, pull through. 5. Yarn over, pull through. 6. So continue doing that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you have 20 loops. Now, one side you're going to see all those bumpies. See all those bumpies right there? That's your back side. The other side's going to have your V's. Those V's are your loops. Those are your top stitches. Now, to make a single crochet, you're going to have to what they call chain 1 and turn. We're just going to use your 20, and so we're going to our goal is to have 19 single crochets. So you're going to skip the first loop. You never can count the loop that's on your hook. You're always going to count the first stitch after the hook, which is right there. So in your second chain from the hook, you're going to go through that top loop. Just going to make my there. You're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through that stitch. You see how I have 2 loops? 1, 2. Yarn over, pull through. Alright, you're going to go to your next stitch. Go through that stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. And you're going to have 2 stitches. And it's a little difficult to see on your first one, but there's a stitch, and then your first stitch is right there. That first stitch on your end always kind of, for me at least, pulls a little over, so sometimes you have to look for it. So we're going to go back in here. Get your tension right. Go to your next stitch. Go through your stitch. Yarn over. Pull through. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Pull through both loops. Next stitch. Go through. Yarn over. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Go through both loops. And you're going to continue to do this. You're going to go through your loop. Yarn over. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Pull through both loops. Next stitch, go through, yarn over, pull up a loop. Sorry, my yarn keeps twisting on me. Yarn over, pull through both loops. Next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go through both loops. Next stitch, go through, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. And you're going to continue doing this all the way to the end. I'm just going to go real slow so you can see it. We don't have very long to go. That's the reason why I just did a very short sample. But I want to show you what to do once you get to this end. Because when you get to the end, it's a little bit different than when you started off. Because the starting off is just the chain. So we're almost to the end. We're going to go through a stitch, yarn over, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, go to your next stitch, there we go, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, go to your next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, next stitch, I think that maybe, let's see, yeah, that's your last stitch right there. So we're gonna yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. I like to pull mine up and then I'm going to count. Now if you will turn this up, you see all those little V's. Each of those V's is a stitch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Remember we started with 20 chains. So I wanted it to be basically 19 with a chain 1 because you're turning. So there's your 19 single crochets. That's what it looks like on the side. That's what it looks like on the top. Now, to go to your next one, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to literally turn. So you go from being your floppy end being on your left side to your floppy end being on your right side. That's the reason why it says chain 1, turn, because you're literally going to turn. Now, with a right-handed person, you will be going to your left. Because we're left, we're going to be going to the right. So just like the previous row, you're going to insert your hook into this first chain. But now, you're going to go through both of those stitches. Can you see how my hook is underneath both those loops there? You're going to yarn over, pull through, got your loop, yarn over, go through both loops. You go to that next stitch, make sure you're under both loops of that top stitch, yarn over, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Go through your stitch, make sure you're under both loops there, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Now in the United States, this is called a single crochet. And that's because you're going to pull through once. In the UK terms, this is called a double. So it gets kind of confusing. And the way I keep it straight is because in UK, a double has 2 loops pulled up. So there's your double. But you only pull through once. So a double loop makes a single crochet. That's how my crazy brain works. That's just to make sense of the different terminology. Whenever you are listening or reading a pattern, make sure it's in your correct terms. I live in the United States, so you're going to hear me use the USA terms. I have several YouTube channels that I follow. They're British, so they have UK terms. And it's a little bit different. You have to pay attention, make sure you're doing the right one. And it keeps you on your toes, but hey, it's fun learning. And when you get down to this last end, you're going to go through your stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And remember that last stitch is there, but it's a little wonky, or it is for me. So you're going to make sure you get through that first one, and then if you need to, turn it, get through that back part of that stitch, so you're through both of those loops. And then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, or pull up a loop, sorry, yarn over and pull through 2. So we're at the end of our row. Turn it up and let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And if you see that, this first stitch isn't laying over so much anymore. I find that that's usually the case. It's because this stitch down here was the chain, and it rolls over. That's the one that I really have a problem with. And so again, we've moved all the way to the right, so we're going to have to chain 1, turn, and we'll start all over again with inserting in the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops, and you go to the next stitch after that. So there's 2 rows, and the best way to count it that I have found, this bottom part here is your foundation chain. You don't count that. If you'll count each of these holes here, 1, 2, that lets you know that you're on 2 rows. 1 row, 2 rows, foundation. So there you go. And just so you know, refrog it. If you have done this correctly, it shouldn't hang up on you at all. And yes, you do have to turn, just like you did before. Yep, I keep pulling it out of my hands, don't I? And all the way to the beginning. So that is how you single crochet. Hope that helped you out with your left-handedness. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down if you didn't. It's okay. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. Leave me a comment. Let me know, how are you doing? Am I doing things slow enough for you? Is there something that you would like to see once I get these foundation chains and stitches going? Let me know what you think. I really would like to be interactive and hopefully build a really good community with my tutorials. I do have some patterns that I'm working on, and I hope to begin posting those to make things. Something as simple as using the single crochet. You can make a pot holder. You can make a washcloth. You can make a blanket out of single crochet. I have done it with my Grafkins. Labor of love, but it turns out beautiful. Single crochet is one of the easiest stitches to use and to get to know, but you can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can make a scarf. You can make a hat. You can do all kinds of things. So there you go. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Let's see, what else do I need to ask you? Stay tuned. Yeah. I will show double crochet next go around. So we'll go from a single to a double, people. We can do it. Alright. Till next time. Peace. Love. Flowers. Bye.